Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports Gaming. Glad you could join us. First of all, apologies. It's been a busy week, so I've not been able to get onto things the way I wanted to get onto them. So I've done this show now, kind of like a bumper show where putting everything together, one show, all my thoughts, wrapped into maybe 20 minutes. So I guess that's the apology out the way. So for members, I hope that you're enjoying the content that you're getting. One of the beauties of being a member is that when we do these live shows, afterwards you get to be able to watch the replays as many times as you want. So that does help out. It certainly helps. Yes, Andre. So let's get into things. And thank you to our members, all those people that have become members. Really appreciate you. It definitely helps with supporting the channel and allows me to do the things that I'm doing and still continue to do things that I'm doing. And it helps tremendously. It helps. It also helps the projects that I'm doing as well. So yeah, thank you so much. Your contributions do help. And I've been doing this a while now. So it's nice to know that there are people out there that appreciate the work that I do. So thank you. And these videos are for you. And just remember, as a member, you just leave a message in the comment section, the member section. Let me know the videos you want me to do, and I'm more than happy to come on here and do the videos. Okay, so let's get into things very quickly. Hi, Andre. Hope you're well. So let's get into things. First of all, some sad news coming out of the UAE. President of the UAE has passed away. Therefore, putting a postponement to Mayweather's fight on the helipad that was in Dubai. So I guess, that fight won't be happening, obviously, tomorrow because of the passing of the UAE president in the Middle East. So that's on hold. I didn't have much of a prediction video for that. Don Brown was the guy who was fighting. I don't have much more to say about this in exhibition bout. I used to be Mayweather's sparring partner years ago, something like that. He's unbeaten. He hasn't fought for years. And I didn't really get into it too much. I don't think there's much to be excited about on that front. Just my personal thoughts. Yes, it's nice to see Mayweather, but it's not something that I, after the last exhibition bout, not the one against, was it Logan Paul? Maybe in Logan Paul. After that, I really don't want to see any more exhibition bouts, to be honest. It's just with Mayweather. I just don't. The thing is, I don't like the way he says he's always he's making money from the exhibition bout. Well, of course you're making money from exhibition bout. Anytime you box, you should be making money. And if you've been a pay-per-view star and you've made so much money, why are you coming back to box? Clearly, you're doing it for the money. So why do you have to keep telling people every time that you're milking us, milking us, milking us? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand why you have to keep telling us something that's obvious that you're doing. Or maybe you're not doing that and you're trying to convince people that you're doing it. I don't know which one it is, but Lennox Lewis retired well. Marvin Hagler retired well. Calzakis retired well. None of them are itching to come back and talk about milking the bank or anything like that. But then this is Mayweather. Mayweather rules. Whatever. Let's move on. Next thing, Jamie Smith is in the boxing tournament, the cruiserweight tournament, unbeaten, English champion, trained by Andy Gill. So at the start of this segment of the show, you'll see obviously Chris from Maryland, the strength and conditioning trainer, and then you will see Andy Gill in the flicking through the beginning of our intros. So yeah, Andy was on the show with Jamie Smith. It took me 2 years to get Jamie Smith on, but we got the interview with Jamie Smith. Real nice guy, likable guy. I've heard a lot of stuff about Jamie. Punches with both hands, can box, can fight. And I've been in the gym with Andy up close, and I rate him very highly as a trainer. The trainers I've met and seen, and I've been around a few trainers, I rate Andy very highly. Like I said to Andy, you might not like what I said, but I was quite honest about the format of the boxer tournament. Because you win a boxer tournament, it doesn't mean you can go on and win a world title, right? But it does push you up the rankings. but all you have to do is get a cut, and you're out of the tournament. You know, it's one of those ones. I just think that, me personally, I think when you fight in these tournaments, it shouldn't go on your professional record. I really don't think it should. But that's just the way it is. Of course, for those who are fighting in it, they would argue and say, yeah, I get 3 fights, 3 wins. I go up the ratings, and it's great. Yeah, but that's not over a 6 or 8 round period or 10 rounds. And the guy that you're fighting over 3 rounds, you know, over 6 or 8 and 10 rounds, he probably would beat you, or it doesn't give you a real sense of who you really are. You're having to adapt to almost a sort of amateurish type of fighting. So, yes, I think it's great. It's exciting to watch. But again, it gives fighters the opportunity to make money. Of course, I'm never going to be against that. But I don't like the idea of it being attached to professional boxing, when professional boxing, it's not really like that. You know, it's more for the amateurs. But anyway, I wish Jamie all the best. Just like Ryan Charlton, Jamie Smith is the favorite for this one. So check out the interview. It's an interview that is free to watch. It's not a members only video. So it's free to watch and get to know who Jamie Smith is, and get to know who Andy Gill is. They're BWTM, or Andy Gill is a BWTM, was a BWTM regular. Obviously, he's been very busy of late, but yeah, I love Andy. And he's another one that I'll be cheering on with Jamie Smith tomorrow night, live on Sky Sports. All the best, Jamie. Come on, Wickham. Right, next up, Amersham. Next up, Charlo, Jamil Charlo versus Brian Castano. My thoughts? I think Castano's boat has sailed. That was the night he should have beaten Charlo. Okay. Charlo neglected his jab and wanted to go into a brawl, and allowed Castano to push his back against the ropes and force him to fight. Yeah. At a hectic pace. When Charlo was in the center of the ring, he was okay. When his back was touching ropes, there was a problem. And Charlo wants to prove he's a power puncher. Now, this first fight caught Charlo by surprise, okay? So the element of surprise that Brian Castano had for the first fight, he won't have for the second fight, okay? I believe the only way Castano wins this fight is if Castano is able to disrupt the rhythm of Charlo and cause Charlo to fight the fight he shouldn't be fighting, and therefore being disciplined, get caught with shots, and then get knocked out. That's the only way I see Castano win the fight. Otherwise, what is Castano going to do differently? Castano fights that one sort of way, come forward, chucking bombs, fighting with fate. He's got that really intensive style. That's not going to change. I think Charlo is going to make, from what I've seen of the head-to-head, Charlo's going to rile Castano up to be like a red rag to a bull, and make him come flying out the traps this time even faster. But this time, I think you're going to get a lot of catch and shoot, a lot of counters, and Castano walking onto a lot of big shots. And I think Charlo's got more opportunities to time him this time, because this time he's waiting for him. Whereas last time, Castano came flying out the traps, and, you know, Charlo might have thought he could rely his punching power to get him out of there. And when you prepare for a fight where you think you just rely on your punching power to take a guy out, you think you just go there and knock him out, and then the guy has got resistance and he's throwing more punches back on you, then you're having to dig deep in a fight you didn't expect to be in. This time round, Charlo knows at the back of his head, this guy can come to fight, and I'm ready for that. But I can make this fight easy myself by just boxing, by just counter punching this guy, by just walking him onto shots. So Charlo can get the knockout here. There was an expression Lennox Lewis said when he fought Glenn McCrory. He said, hit what you see. And I used to laugh at that when I was much younger. You know, John Davenport, he said, he was saying to me in the corner, you know, Lennox, hit what you see. And I didn't understand what he meant by that, but now I get it. Hit what you see, meaning When you see the target, go for it. Let your shots go. So I think it's a case of when Castano oversteps, counter. When he misses, make him pay. Back him up, beat him up. That's what my trainer used to say to me. Ingram, back him up, beat him up. Back him up, beat him up. That was his philosophy. So that is what Charlo's got to do. Get Castano onto the back foot, push him back against the ropes, and set the tone to put him back and keep him there on them ropes. You know, keep center of the ring and push Castano back. And when Castano tries to push him to the ropes, tie him up, spin him, turn him, get off the ropes, and go and reset, go again. Roy Jones used to do something. Watch Roy very carefully. What he used to do is tie up, walk behind the referee for extra seconds, and then box. When you walk behind the referee has to spin back round, and then the fight has to come round, repossession, and that's when Roy will be there again. And as you repossession, Roy's on you again. That disrupt the rhythm. So that's how Charlo's got to disrupt Castano's rhythm. And of course, all that stuff about USA kind of reminded me of what Bernard Hopkins was doing to Felix Trinidad. And that's exactly what he did with Trinidad. Got Trinidad mad and nationalistic. So he came out, I'm fighting for Puerto Rico, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to really hurt Bernard. Bernard's like, good. You're going to come flying out the traps. You're going to try and knock me out. You're going to try and knock me out. I'm going to see them punches coming. I'm going to counter you. I'm going to make you miss. I'm going to make you pay. I'm going to punish you with a jab. And that's exactly what happened. He ended up knocking Felix Trinidad out, being the bigger, naturally stronger man and the better boxer. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I don't see Castano winning this fight unless Charlo ignorantly ignores Derek James. Derek James is one of the best trainers in the world, and I think he proves that again, and Charlo becomes undisputed. It's interesting that Charlo said he didn't want to hear anything about Terence Crawford. I don't want to hear nothing about Terence Crawford, to be honest. They're saying Terence Crawford is #1 pound for pound in the world. I don't see it. I don't understand it. I haven't seen what Crawford has done at welterweight that's better than Spence. Yeah, he fought Porter, but so did Spence fight Porter earlier. He fought Brook, but then Spence fought Brook earlier. So I don't see it. I don't understand it. But there you go. By the way, Canelo's coming out with comments now. Canelo's saying he lost the fight. He didn't lose the fight. He thought he won the fight. He felt he was robbed. Well, you know, when Deontay Wilder said these things, the media were up in arms about it. Huh? Oh, Deontay said this. Deontay said that. Deontay's going mad. Deontay's a mental case. Oh, but now it's Canelo. Now it's Canelo. We're not going to use the same energy, are we? We're not going to use the same energy because it's Canelo. It's Canelo. Oh, it's the way. But the light heavyweight, he was strong and good at light heavyweight when he fought Kovalev. Now the weight's an issue. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. And this stuff about, I heard one reporter say, oh, it was a shock to boxing fans. You know, we didn't know that Bivol was going to win the fight. No, you didn't, because you don't know boxing. And most people don't know about boxing. You copy and paste. And most people don't have a mind of their own. What they do, they follow. How this how it works? The promoter, the media work for the promoter. So the promoter gives them freebies and gives them access. Huh? So because the promoter gives them access, obviously if there's a allegiance to that promoter, since that promoter is obviously promoting Canelo, is going to do everything in their best interest to promote Canelo. Canelo's whatever Canelo is. Canelo, you know, his shit is, you know, it's pink and you can build a house of it. That's what the media are going to believe. They won't take a moment to study Bivol because Bivol's not on the paycheck. You understand? So they will crucify Bivol. They will ignore Bivol, much to the foolishness. And then after say, it was an upset. It was a shock. And it wasn't a shock. It wasn't an upset. It was just Bivol's a better boxer. He's bigger. He's stronger. He's technically better. End of conversation. That's it. I said it before the fight. Canelo had issues with the jab. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. But anyway, let's see what people are saying in the house. Charlo by KO. I've already watched the first fight. Sadly, I think Charlo has a lot of hate due to the color of his skin. A draw was deserved the first time, but I didn't see Castano beat him. Yeah, you understand it. Literally, 90% of Castano's punches landed on the arms. Yep. All boxing media call for Castano to beat Charlo. I disagree. Of course, you know what it is there. Charlo late stoppage. Okay. Charlo hurt Castano a few times also. I think his time was off last time. I don't think he was 100%. Okay. I think he's 100% and now coming to knock Castano out, quite possibly. Charlo versus Castano too is looking great. Both men on weight, not dry or drawn. This will be very good. Well, I expect Charlo to counter and hurt Castano this time. Evening room. Carl and Brooke have retired. Glad they chose to hang him up after the grudge fight and not take suicidal risks thereafter. Yep, glad. Now Conor Benn's got a problem because he can't get them two guys out of the graveyard now. So they'll have to find somebody else. I think he's talking about Jose Ramirez. They're thinking about getting Ramirez to fight Conor Benn. I mean, what are these guys doing? Canelo was having problems when he fought Kovalev. He had the jab working. The Bivol fight was jab and move, landing punches and keeping up the rope, back off the ropes. Great strategy. Also, when Canelo was getting close, he's using his long arm and pushing Canelo back. So Canelo wasn't able to get leverage. He was pushing him back. So yeah, see what's going on here. It says here, the fact that Canelo won 2 rounds, I had him winning 4, shows he made some improvement since Floyd and Lara. He didn't win a round against Floyd. He has improved, but boxer movies are still a problem. Yep, did say. It's kryptonite for him, kryptonite for Gennady Golovkin. He's like the upgraded version of Gennady Golovkin. That's what it is. I've said it before. I'll say it again. You know, you think you've got all that experience. You had all that fight experience. He's just a weight bully. It's a shame. Now, are people still rating Eddie Reynoso? Huh? Are people still rating Eddie Reynoso as his great trainer? And of course, Anthony Joshua, AJ, is back. I think July 25th in Saudi Arabia. Who cares, man? Who freaking cares? I don't care. I really don't care. Unless Bashir's in that corner, I don't care. You know, if Bashir's not in the corner, then I don't care. Floyd Mayweather has made a statement about Anthony Joshua and what he's doing, and his statements were bang on. Absolutely bang on. Floyd was about Anthony Joshua. I'm not repeating it. I'm bored talking about Anthony Joshua. Absolutely bored, stiff talking about Anthony Joshua. So yeah, whatever. As a matter of fact, Floyd was in Nigeria recently, and he wants to build an academy in Nigeria, which I think is a fantastic opportunity for a lot of Nigerian boxers. But Floyd, I hope Floyd does his research before he goes to Nigeria. I hope he does his research and he doesn't think that he'll open a gym and these guys will just, you know, I hope he understands what he's doing. And Floyd made a statement about Africa years ago. He said something about Africa. He said, what's Africa done for me? Something like that, he said, along them lines. And now he's come to Africa to set up a gym in Africa. What a goal of the man. You know, I think they asked him why doesn't he give to Africa. He said, what has Africa done for me? But now he set up a gym in Africa. Isn't that funny? Ain't that funny? The great part of the fight was when Canelo went on the ropes and called Bivol. Bivol called him to come off. This says, I'm in control. You're not in control. Canelo, I say when we engage. Yeah, that's it. But I told you about that from the negotiating table. That's why Canelo talked that crap about the vegan diet, because he wasn't getting what he wanted at the negotiating table. Because Bivol wasn't having it. So, yeah. All right. I said this would be a short video, not a long video, because I'm absolutely exhausted and I've got to be up early tomorrow morning. Please do keep checking out my video and check out this page now. I've just designed a new website. Check this out. Please do. When you do get a chance, get across to it. Have a look. check it out. Yeah, get across, have a look, check it out. We appreciate it and appreciate you supporting that channel, that page, and the work that's been done on that page. Right, I'm getting out of here. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been BWTM Sports. There you go. Me, what he says here. Floyd, I see myself as American. I'm not African. What's Africa done for us? I'm American first. There you go. That's Floyd. So good luck to Floyd. Says, great stuff, Ingram. I'm still implementing your 3 principles of for living a good life. Bro, what I will say, the most important thing is mindset. Oh, I am working on, I'll be doing a book launch soon. I'm going to be doing a book, writing a book soon. So, yeah, I want to let you lot know so you get yourselves ready and prepared. All right. So let me get out of here. Thank you all so much, as always, for watching BWTM Sports Gaming. We appreciate you. Have a great night. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. Share this video across WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Share it wherever you can share it. Let's get some more people in the room. Let's get some more people in the house. Thanks so much.